Alright, and oxygen capsule to replace the one... Oh, I already had a replacement. Never mind. Alright, I've got a bunch of blueprints. Okay, the lake has now grown. We just had to be patient. Not my strong suit, these sorts of games. If I just dedicated myself more to building up heat and pressure, instead, oh, all the iridium is down the bottom of the hill over there, that's handy. Yeah, the algae thing, oh, it has lifted up. Yeah, it's lifted up a little bit, I think. But the algae itself has not, so I'm going to have to deconstruct and reconstruct that, I think. I wonder if it's deeper down this end. No, because that's where it started, so that must be the deepest spot, right? Surely. Map, we can now make ourselves a microchip for the map, which we could have done earlier, so I could have seen where I was. So where did I end up? I'm guessing this is actually I thought it was going to be ocean. I'm guessing it's navigable. And I must have been close to getting up. But it's just too far down for me to have been able to scale and get back over here. Water bottles. Let's grab a bunch of those. Go all the way over here. Right, what plants do I have? What's my best ones? Well, the fuses in here too. Okay, well I've got 4 lerma seeds, so that's some grass spreaders potentially. 300. Oh, does it not sort things properly? Because I thought I had some 3... Oh yeah, because there's a 600. We definitely want the 600. Let's decode... wrong place. Let's decode more blueprints. Point. Trade rocket. Okay. Wait, was that a blueprint? I thought that was one of these. I thought I unlocked that naturally. I guess not. Okay, that's interesting. For some reason I thought that was something you normally got. I didn't realize it was a blueprint. Wait, did you just steal my vehicle unlimited oxygen? It didn't tell me what the second one was. Or the first one. That's concerning. Oh, well, if it stole it, it stole it. That's fine. Flower spreader, magnesium, and another couple of super alloy. Finally, a use for magnesium. This is just storm, yeah. Okay, that's flooding, so we probably... Oh, okay, well actually first let's deconstruct, reconstruct algae, because we want to be able to collect that. I was kind of hoping that by going away and coming back that it would reset to where it kind of spawned in, but sadly not. Let's see whether or not that will be at a good surface level. We're quite high up here, so I'm optimistic that it should be fine. That we won't get flooded out. Flower spreader, 600. Let's get you in first of all. Then another one out the back here with 350. Now we need to make more fertilizer before we can do anything else. But also grass spreader uses the same stuff, so that's fine. I'll be very pleased when I get to the point that that I can drink from lakes. Let's put some grass up on this plateau over here, shall we? So I see there is water developing over there too, so I don't actually know where the water level is going to be. Let's do one there, one there. Let's just have some nice grass around here. It would be nice if it started to spread on its own, but... And let's collect all of the iridium that we left hanging around. And then we really need to see what we can boost. Why does oxygen look like it's barely moving? Yeah, that's the way it goes. I wish it didn't condense them down and that the numbers just kept going out to the left. Pressure we need to do a decent amount on. Still. We need to place down more drills, that's the thing. That's we need to get more bauxite and aluminium again. A lot of iridium, that's good for sending up more rockets. Certainly much easier to collect once everything's disappeared. Inventory full, in fact. Alright, well, let's just drink now. We've got an osmium on us that we should get rid of too. I'm curious to see whether or not that cave has melted yet. Now that we've got liquid water, I feel it should have. Oh, there's more aluminium in there, good. So let's go bar. 3 in fact. Very nice. Oh, and there's enough for more? Okay. Do I want to leave it for explosive powder? No, because I can call down more asteroids anytime I please. Where would a good place for some more heaters be? Maybe probably another base entirely, actually, come to think of it. Silicon, titanium, and aluminium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 there. So then 4 aluminium. We'll collect it from the thing on our way out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 more silicon, and then let's grab another couple of these, because we're going to make another room on our base at the top of the hill up here, and that's where we're going to put 4 heaters just stuffed into it, because why not? Once we get fuses and stuff, then yeah, we do want to consolidate, but we don't have to consolidate them all at the same base. Alright, well, let's expand you. You're practically empty. Let's just deconstruct that. And go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice. And I feel I should deconstruct you guys, because you're not really doing anything. Like, that's really not useful. Like, that was giving 0.9 per second instead of 28.5 for each thing. Right, so let's go see if we've got any fertilizer, well, algae, yet. Yes, good. Not ready yet. Ah, okay, 31%. Alright. At least I can access it this time. 2 of those. Oh, tier 2 algae generator. Okay, now I only just placed tier 1. Ah, that needs fertilizer though. Yeah, so I'd need that before I can make that. That is so much better though, because, like, so much more oxygen and plants per second. So definitely what I want to work on, but I need more fertilizer. Or deconstruct my plants generation in the meantime. But I think I just place another couple of these down first. So let's check what I needed for these. Silicon and water bottles. Alright. Everything needs water. So that's only 1. Okay, yeah. The 2 mushrooms only makes 1. Okay. I will want another one at some point, but I don't have enough mushrooms at the moment anyway, so that's fine. And now I need 2 magnesium, 2 more water bottles, and 2 eggplants, because, of course, grows twice as fast compared to the tier 1. I know, yeah, but so I need tier 1 before I can get tier 2 at the moment. Well, again, maybe I don't. Maybe I could have just grabbed, deconstructed one of these to get the fertilizer out instead, but I like my plants, so, you know. I wonder at what point this mist is going to clear away. Well, we're raining again. Got a lot of power available, which says to me that we should be doing something with that. And then I'm going to plant a bunch of drills over here. Kind of in between biomes. I want them to be far enough away that hopefully they're outside the render range. I can barely even hear myself think right now. Okay, that base is actually perfectly above the water level at the moment. That's hilarious. Okay, we'll see how much further the water level rises, but for now, that's quite handy. 2, 3. Now I need more titanium. 4, 5. Good. That's going to significantly increase our pressure production, because we really haven't been doing much on that at all. Let's just get some more titanium, because we don't get that. Don't know the best way to get that. Do I get that from dolomite, maybe? I must. And there was loose aluminium out here anyway. And every 2 means that we can plant down another drill. We need some iron as well. I haven't been getting any iron. I also need some oxygen, so let's go over here. Losing track of my oxygen again. So let's just quickly dip into my safety base that I thoughtfully put down up here. I just have 2 canisters on me, so it doesn't really matter, but... what did I leave in here? I wonder if there's any loose iron in here still? No. There was more aluminium though. Oh, that was for the, yeah. That's for the extractor. Cool. One more iron, place another one. This is kind of the way it goes for me sometimes. It's like, okay, I've been zooming around, I was just wasting a lot of time, well not wasting, but spending a lot of time doing exploration. Neglecting other things like heat and pressure. Alright, well, now, boom, a lot of pressure. Earlier you were saying you didn't really need the larger O2 tank. To be fair, I don't need it if I pay attention. It's a 100% skill issue on my part. Like, I do have the safety bases dotted around. I just didn't go into my base over here before exploring further. I'm really bad at getting distracted. I think it also doesn't help that I haven't been playing true survival games for a while. Like, I was playing Satisfactory for so long, and you don't need food or water or oxygen in that. There's not even a mode that makes it that you do, I don't think. Like, yeah, I had the creatures on passive to make it easier on myself, but it was already pretty easy on myself. I need one more aluminium now. That's right, I had 1 back at base. There's also tons in my container from my crusher. Yep, that's plenty. And bang. And that's another 8. Oh, and you already immediately processed some. Alright, well, let's put some of these away. So silicon goes in there. I'm gonna need to grab more titanium again. So what's our pressure looking like now, I wonder? I mean, our power is still fine. But tier 3 drills are now almost at the top. It'll take a while to get up past our tier 3 heaters though. But pressure is the thing that we've boosted more, I think, as well. I hate it when it's like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 technically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 4 more iron. 7 more titanium, but I can't put more in me just yet. 4... Maybe I put some down over here instead of all being in the same place. So long as this whole area doesn't flood, I'm a little bit concerned. Is this whole place going to flood? I don't know. Well, for now. Wait, why are you not letting me put it down? I have the resources. Okay, it's just being silly for some reason. I remember that happened a few times in the original as well. But it wouldn't let me place them down in multiple for some reason. 1 more. That's iron. There we go. So 3. Oh, there's some ice down here. Let's pick this up before it disappears. Cool. 5 of those. So we are now good on pressure, I feel. Is these storms coming across because I'm making progress? I feel that that might be the case. And maybe it's because I've started really focusing on things again. That all of a sudden I'm just getting a ton of storms happening. Oh, it's uranium that I missed. Just getting some dolomite so that way I can collect some more cobalt again. And to test the theory whether or not that's where I get some titanium from as well. Because that'll be handy. I'm finally doing what I was supposed to do in this game. Okay, so we're still working through bauxite at the moment. Leave that in there for now then. And then we've got... let's leave the water on us for now, and in fact collect more from here. And let's go see if we've got some algae. This has gotten deeper. How deep are you going to get? Oh, still not ready yet. 98%. Okay, well, fine. Okay, you're only going to give me, what, 5? Well, that's annoying. Yeah, I should have just waited and made a tier 2 instead. Maybe I just do that instead of bothering with these two, because these are going to take forever to be ready. They're only at 53%. Forgot how slow they are? Yeah. Feels a bit rude, because you do ramp pretty quickly, and then it gets to the point of having to wait for things to grow. And they take so long to grow. Alright, I'm glad that oh, this is at 82%. I'm glad I did get these ahead. I need one more mushroom so that I can make one more bioplastic nugget to be able to turn my 2 tier 1 algae into 2 tier 2s. My 3 into 2 rather. Yeah, sulfur and then 2 eggplant. So I'm going to want to make 2 of those. Well, I have 2 sulfur. And then it'll be 4 eggplants and 6 algae. And that's the thing, is I think I'm only going to get 1 to start. Well, like 5 to start with, which is kind of annoying. Okay, those were 98%. They should be done now, right? Right? I wish I found just 1 more from other things. Yep, there we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Darn. Yep, just 5. That's so rude. So it's that one there. You 89%. Okay, so we're waiting on the mushrooms as well. We need the tier 2 food grower. I'm fairly sure there is one and it's faster. But I can't remember where it comes in. There it is. 35 tons of biomass. Okay, we'll be waiting a little while. We are producing biomass now, but not that quickly. I can't remember if I need aluminium. No, but I'm going to need super alloy as well. That's the thing, is I'm focusing on making the other bioplastic nugget. I am going to need more things too. Mushroom! Yay! Okay, so bioplastic nugget. We need the second mushroom and a silicon. Okay, so let's do that now. Good. So now we deconstruct that one, and that gets us one of the super alloys we need, and the magnesium. So we just need 2 super alloy. We have 1. Okay. Oh, we have 2. Good. Excellent. So now... yes, because we have the fertilizer. So we'll deconstruct you because you only just produced algae, so it'll take you forever to produce more. Are you even producing more? Oh, I see. Once you harvest it, the level resets, looks like. Because these are definitely higher than they were. But let's just drop you out. And let's put tier 2 here. So that should hopefully not take as long. Yeah, growth speed 1.4. Then I can deconstruct both of these to get the bioplastic nuggets that I need. But I'll only do that after they're ready. So I'll get 10 from them. We still need to find osmium. That's the silly thing, is I still haven't found naturally where the osmium is meant to be. I've only picked it up illegitimately and from other bases. Now that we've got all of these lakes though, I'm going to go back to that cave again and see, has the ice melted? It didn't seem like the same sort of ice though. That's the confusing thing. So I'm not sure what to expect. What is... You're all plants, right? Plants and ice. Okay. Ah! Splush. Sure enough. We now have access to osmium. I was just impatient. I was able to cheese it slightly and get those that were close to the surface, which I'm pleased about. But all I had to do was wait a little bit longer. It just didn't give any indication, like it didn't have the usual little tooltip. Ye of little patience. Yes, correct. Again, it wouldn't have bothered me so much necessarily, except it didn't give me the mouse over of melts at X pressure or heat or MTI or whatever. Like the others were saying that it melts at 200 MTI. So we're, you know, almost halfway there. This has spread even further, just in the small amount of time that I've gone. Are we going to get flooded? Am I going to have to move everything? I hate it when that happens. I managed to avoid that just in the first game. But it's probably because I put down so many drills. And because I already had launched a bunch of satellites. I guess I can put the osmium in here. Let's just make another locker. Well, I don't need to worry about deconstructing the biolab anymore. So bio stuff comes out and goes into this one instead. Yeah, it's a case of if I have to wait for something, that's great, but at least let me know how long I have to wait. Speaking of, what's the algae progress like? Ah, good. You're finished. Good. That means you should also be finished because you went down at basically the same time. Yeah, so these only give 5 each. Just so annoying that it's... Could they not have made it 6? Really? Now we can make another fertilizer, put the other algae into here. We can actually make more fertilizer as well, I'm fairly sure. In fact, we can make... Wow, how many eggplants do I have? 3. Alright. Cool. Love it. Let's go deconstruct these and put down 1 more. I need magnesium. No, these give me magnesium. Perfect. 2 tier 2s instead of 3 tier 1s. Tier 2 biodome, nice. Because what are you at? 26%. It's still slow, but I think it's faster than it was, so that's something. I didn't even see what the growth rate was of the old ones. So we can now get tree bark. I think I want to put that off the end here if it'll let me. It might not let me because of this, though. I need bacteria samples for that. I shouldn't have used up all of my algae on fertilizer. Actually, well, no, I needed the fertilizer too, so moot point. Well, we can't put the extractor down in exactly the same place, because it's flooded. But we now have extra osmium. I don't know where the iridium rod came from. But I could put down another tier 3 heater if I wanted to. Can you fit in the corner here? Not without being a bit too in the way. That's fine though. Cool. I just need just another room, and just to fill up another room. Okay, we're almost 100% lakes now. That's why every time I turn my back, the lake amount increases, like it keeps flooding, and that's because we're almost there. So 50 MTI must be the marker for lakes. Let's go... Okay, our drills are getting flooded. I thought this was going to be high enough ground. Turns out not. Are these still working when they're like this? I have a feeling when things get flooded, they don't work. It still says that it's working though, so maybe it's fine? It might be fine. But in case it's not, let's move them up facing here instead, shall we? Just for aesthetics, if nothing else, so it doesn't look as stupid. So it doesn't look as bad if they're placed up here like this. I want to have 5 of them near each other for when in anticipation of getting fuses. Because I don't think I'll be making to tier 4s immediately. So I don't think it's going to spread all the way up. There's like this little channel that is connecting the two. And I think that's fine. If I can make 2 more, that would be nice. Ah, yeah, this base is now flooded out. Okay, we're gonna have to move this. Everyone out. We'll worry about placing down the base later. First, we'll get the extractor down again. Where do we think it's going to end? Maybe they will flood. And we're almost at 50 now, and that should be the end of it. It should stop at 50, I'm fairly sure. Yeah, there we go, lake water collector. I think this is where it'll finish, right? Surely. So, with that being the case, we should be able to put the extractor down. Now, let's just put you down like that. That's fine. And then foundation. Not that it matters, but do foundation there. And then we can start deconstructing all of these things. Cool. You notice the things snapped better. Oh, oxygen level low. Okay, well, just as well I'm building a base. I can't see whether or not it's level or not. Yeah, so I didn't get oxygen when I went inside the other one before because it was flooded. So that is why I needed to replace it. Okay. But now I can just tack another compartment on the end. So we have our little beachside retreat here. Still put a locker in. That will take back everything with us. It's fine. Okay, we're getting titanium. Ah, it's iron. It's not in the bauxite area. Okay, all of that for nothing. We need to move it just a little bit further along, it seems. That's annoying. So let's just do that there. And we can actually deconstruct the foundation first anyway, because it doesn't matter. I think that's fine. Good, yeah. As long as it's not hovering, basically. Not that it matters, because this one's hovering already. And now we can actually put a floor on it. That's kind of fun. I can look down into the water. Don't think there's going to be anything there, but hey, you never know. Cool. And then we can just put everything away as it. There we go, bauxite. Good. And yeah, I think that this river channel is as far as that's going to get. They might get overgrown at some point, but I don't think they'll be flooded out any further. New message received. Interesting. Okay. So 3 magnesium, 3 superalloy. I don't have 3 superalloy. Ah. Well, let's make some. And we'll need some iron. We don't quite have enough inventory space. Okay, that should be enough for 3 flower spreaders. And we want the 400s. And do we have any 350s? No, oh yes, 350s. Good. And let's put those over here or something. I know that I was meant to use the fertilizer for the tier 2 biodome. Actually, let's separate these. We've got 2 whites next to each other. Let's have alternating. There we go. But because I needed the bacteria samples for the tier 2 biodome anyway, it kind of doesn't matter. You should be full again. Good. We now have 5. We need 6. That's where I guess having the lake collector comes into it. Or I can just make another atmospheric water collector, so at least we have 2, so we can get more water more quickly. 2 titanium, but we need 3 of everything else. To make 2 of those, then we should be able to make 2 of those. Good. Let's just put them all together. If we can, it won't let us because of the rocks. Come on, it can sit over the top of those rocks. That's just silly. Whatever. Let's just put it down here. Oh, I didn't grab enough. Of course. Will it? Keep pressing Q instead of A. Okay, well that helps. So 3 of those away. And then 1 of those, and 1 of those, okay. And aluminium. Okay. And we'll try and put it up here. Okay, good. Alright. Because I'm going to need a lot of water when it comes to making bacteria samples and stuff. Eventually we will just make the lake water collectors. Oh, I forgot how much algae these produce. That's so much. Yeah, that's a lot. We're not making enough eggplants now to be able to keep up. So that one's not ready yet. They're not ready yet. I only have 2, in fact. Alright, well. We need 2 of these. Superalloy, sulfur, fertilizer. Sulfur. Okay, so another superalloy we're going to need to make. Is it a waste to... Oh no, we already have one. Good. Moot point. Never mind. Okay, then 2 fertilizer. And yeah, each one needs 2 eggplants. Oh, and more sulfur. Ah, okay, I need 1 more sulfur. That means I have to go foraging. I think that means that we leave that for next time. We'll make 1 of them now. How's that? Yeah, so now I'm just waiting on the other one. So I need 2 sulfur. And the 2 eggplants, which are at 82%. So that's going to take a little while anyway. Let's make another quick sulfur run, and this time let's not get super lost and die. Foundation slope. Wow. That sounds so useful. Don't I already have, like, stairs? Yeah, I already have stairs. How is a foundation slope useful? What do you even put on that? We have a base down here. I think we might want to just move these. Was there anything in here? No, it was literally just a pit stop. Okay, moving on. We'll collect the sulfur though. Lovely mineral pool, good for our skin. Do we care about putting the base down again as another waypoint? I guess we can. It's still useful to have them every now and then. You never know when you might get caught out. And then we can have them down like that. Cool. That'll do. Let's head back. See if our eggplants are ready. What is our pressure and stuff looking like now anyway? Biomass is ticking up nicely when you see the decimal points like that. Yeah, pressure's now 8,600 and something. That used to be just 2,000, so that's good. That has been boosted nicely. Now we're moving on to moss. Love watching the planet change so much. Yeah, that's the whole beauty of the game, right? That's why we play this, because you get the feedback of seeing the planet change. And now we can make a tier 2 biodome. It's weird that it's there instead of up. You got biodome here, and then tier 2 biodome down here, and then oxygen 1450 per second. Plants only 11. It's weird that plants is less than the algae generation. Bit odd, but now will it let me put it here after I get rid of that door? No, sadly not. I hate that it doesn't let you to get rid of this crap. No. Never mind. I could go up, to be fair. Maybe we put it out the back of the out here instead. Will it let me put it off to the side? Probably not. Let's put it on top, of course. Why won't you show me it here? Because it won't let me put it there. Okay, but it will let me put it here. I've just got a bunch of solar panels I'm going to have to move. Let's get rid of these, shall we? In fact, let's grab some aluminium and I'll turn them into tier 2s. So I don't think I'm going to migrate this way at all. Gets to the point that I'm going to need to put some more plant rocket. There we go. And now I can put a door on the end here, so we can just go straight into our biodome. And that'll generate some bark. Machine optimizer. You know what I just said? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it anyway, I'm fairly sure. Yeah, I need other stuff. We'll worry about that next time, okay? I have 2 oxygen fuses, and I am not afraid to use them, but next time. Next time we focus on getting lake water collection and machine optimization. But for now, I think we have done a lot. So let's head up to our screen base. Because I had another transmission and I want to look at that. So what do we got here? Galactic Accreditation Tribunal. Inhabitants of Himmel IP-160. Decision of the Galactic Accreditation Tribunal. The attribution of ownership of the planet will go to the first corporation to completely terraform it and bring life to it. This decision is irrevocable and is made in accordance with the Charter of Galactic Accreditation Tribunal signed by every major... Okay, whatever. So, is that me? I mean, technically I'm doing it for Sentinel Corp, right? Which means that the ownership will go to them. Technically. I'm not a corporation. So, yeah. Much that I wish that I could be.